We knew that if everything went wrong and Amy miscarried, we couldn't be tried for murder. We knew that Amy had been pregnant for less than 24 weeks.
But you're not charged with murder, Chris. You're charged with attempt.
It's a joke. You think we would go through all this and not be sure? I knew it wasn't a crime.
How's that?
3 years, University of Wisconsin School of Law. 2 years practicing in Fond du Lac.
Thank you.
As an attorney, you are aware that the definition of murder varies from state to state.
Sure.
So that what constitutes murder in Wisconsin may be different in New York.
That's right.
Did you ever attend law school in New York?
No, but I...
Yes or no, sir?
No.
But now you claim to know the law in New York.
I can read, Mr. Stone.
Well, then maybe you can tell us, Mr. Baylor, what happened to your license to practice law?
Objection, irrelevant.
What's your credibility, Your Honor?
Answer the question.
It was revoked.
You mean you were disbarred? Sir?
I made a terrible mistake, but we didn't break any laws.
But you testified that Chris intentionally hit you. You said it was all part of your plan.
We never meant to hurt it. I am so sorry about the baby. I wish I could take it back.
And what about Mr. Alcott?
Does he deserve any sympathy?
I take it you don't care for him?
He cheated on his wife. He cheats the government for a living. He deserves whatever happens to him.
Amy, have you been examined by a doctor recently?
Yes.
And what did he say?
As a result of the kicks, there was severe damage to my uterine wall.
Which means?
I'll never have another child.
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Thank you, Amy.
Miss Newhouse, you testified that you didn't intend to have a miscarriage, yet you meticulously planned the attack to assure that the fetus would be under 24 weeks of age.
Chris said it was a fail-safe, just in case something went wrong.
Can you tell us why Chris was disbarred in the state of Wisconsin?
Answer the question, please.
Subornation of perjury.
You know what that means?
He encouraged a witness to lie on the stand.
And do you think Chris could be at it again?
Objection.
Sustained.
Miss Newhouse, do you know what it means if you can't prove that you and Chris knew the law prior to committing the acts that resulted in the death of your baby?
Objection. The witness is not an attorney, Your Honor. She is not competent to determine this.
On the contrary, Your Honor, Miss Newhouse's entire defense is based upon the fact that she knew the law. She cannot now argue that she is incompetent to testify as to its meaning.
Answer the question, young lady.
What would it mean, Miss Newhouse, if you didn't know the law?
We would be guilty
Of what?
of attempted murder.
Of trying to kill your own baby.
We committed no crime. Nobody got hurt.
No crime? I mean, what do you call the plan that Christopher Baylor and Amy Newhouse concocted? They lured her own employer, David Alcott, into having an affair with her. They convinced him that their own pregnancy was his. And then they did the unimaginable. They staged an attack An attack in which Christopher Baylor savagely kicked the mother of his own child in the belly. And they say it's no crime? They killed their own child for greed. No crime? The only possible way that this is not a crime is if you can manage to convince yourself that that couple had specific knowledge of an obscure penal code. I, however, believe that if you review the evidence, you will find that when they came up with this heinous plan, they were unaware of the 24-week statute, and that they are guilty of the crime that was in their hearts all along, the crime of attempted murder.
Have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We find the defendants, Amy Newhouse and Christopher Baylor, guilty of attempt to commit murder in the second degree.
Motion to set aside the verdict.
Denied.
Gillian should have set aside the verdict. The only basis was horror.
The public is all over us when a known criminal walks on a technicality. I just flip the coin. I'll let the people use a technicality to convict.
I'm sure they'll appeal.
Well, the jury disbelieved their testimony. Last time I looked, that is not reviewable upon appeal.
But they were telling the truth.
I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, and I don't think the jurors will either. There's another bit of justice.
What's that?
She'll never reproduce.